How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a JDM tier list, okay? So I went and found a tier list with a bunch of JDM cars. Alright, so here we are. Here's the selection of cars down here, and we're just going to get started, right? Alright, so I'm going to put the 370Z in the B tier. So some people are like super huge fans at it. Actually, we're going to go with C, okay? It's a solid car. But it's literally the platform from 2009, and you can buy the same car in 2021 and overpay for it. So the fact that they haven't updated it, they are going to get the 400Z, but for now we're leaving the Z in a C tier. I mean, I guess we're talking about the 370Z, because it's kind of annoying because, you know, originally like the 350Z was faster than the Mustang, and they're kind of rivals, you know, the American and JDM rivals, but now like you're paying $40,000 for a 370Z Nismo with like 350 horsepower, and it's going to be worth like half as much in like a year or two. Now, the other Z in this list gets to be a B, because the 300ZX, we're going to assume this one's the twin turbo, because that's what everybody buys. The non-turbo is kind of lame, but I mean, this one, it literally is the only Z you can get. For now, I'm not talking about the 400Z, but it's the only Z you can get with a twin turbo. So I mean, you can get bigger turbos for them, injectors, and you can build that car, and in my opinion they look good. Those headlights are from the Lamborghini Diablo back in the 1990s. It's a cool JDM 90s car, and it's actually kind of underrated, so it goes up in the B category. Alright, so I may get a lot of hate for this one, but I'm sorry. The FRS BRZ 86, it's really not what we wanted. No turbo, very slow. I'm sure they handle well around corners, but I'm sure they're great starter sports cars and performance cars, but realistically in the JDM setting, I never even turn my head when I see these. But they're solid cars, you know, but realistically, I mean, I see the same identical builds from these cars, and it's just kind of lame. But I mean, if somebody like did something cool with it, you know, maybe a little more, but in stock form, they're pretty lit. Alright, let's just get the good ones out of the way. Alright, I know guys are going to be like, oh, the R34, it's overrated, it's overrated, it's overrated. It's still a great car. It is still a godly car, and I know I'm going to kind of fall along with the bias of people pumping up these JDM cars, and we'll kind of talk about the other ones, the other elephants in the room, but the R34 is such an incredible car. That RB26 you can just build to just hell and back. Great track car, street car, whatever you need it to be. Unfortunately, we can't get it in the US, so that's why I kind of put it up in the A tier, because it's so rare to even see one. It's kind of illegal, but it's so rare, and I still kind of see it as a JDM god, but it doesn't quite get to the superstar tier, okay? Alright, so the other GTR. I know I'm kind of doing like the Z's, the GTRs, kind of putting them in order. I'm not really trying to put it in any order. I'm just kind of doing whatever comes to my mind. You guys are probably going to get mad, but same thing. It's literally these cars are from a platform of 2009. It's the same car you buy, a 2021 model year. It's the same car you buy. That's a 2009. So really lame there. Also, this is like every single like non-car enthusiast dream car. I want a GTR. I like the GTR. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, it's a good deal. They are great bang for your bucks, but I don't want to buy a car that's old. Now, granted, if you buy a used one, again, it's a solid car, but they're very overrated because I see them way too much. Like, you may think these are overrated, but I mean, I still would turn my head. I would go crazy, but I've seen a lot of these around, and I'm just not really jumping out of my seat for that. Another one in the C category. You may hate me for this, you may love me for this, but the MR2, it kind of flies under the radar for JDM, but they're very dangerous. Snap oversteer, since it's in the middle of the engine is in the middle of the car. They look good. They're probably pretty cool cars. I believe they have like the 3SGE engine, good tuner car, but a little bit dangerous. R32, okay, R32, great car, I don't think it quite deserves to be in the A category. I'm trying to be as conservative and chill on this list and not try to pump up everything. Great car, very good in motorsport. I know that for sure. Much better than the other GTRs. But in regards to like street driving, they're kind of just old. I mean, I don't like the look of them that much. They look kind of like a 90s shitbox, and I'm sure a lot of the non-GTR ones are kind of that. But the R32, again, it's probably like the easiest GTR platform to get into, or even the quickest Skyline platform. But I mean, I'm not set on them. Now, S2000, great car, great car. It's the Honda Miata, so it's super reliable, very tunable, great motor. I know the second generation motor is a little bit better, the second generation Honda S2000s, but either way, it doesn't matter which one you get. These are appreciating in price. They're kind of becoming overrated, but they're also still flying under the radar. Still a great car. Alright, the CRX, it's kind of just a boring, dumb Honda, in my opinion. I'm sure it's probably reliable and probably cool in some people's eyes, if you're born in like 1983, but I don't know. I'm not set on them. Evo. I like Evos. I don't think they're the greatest and most incredible car. I think they may have some reliability issues, but nowhere near to the WRXs, and we'll get to that. But Evos are great ships, good dailies, just hard to find, and a lot of them are, modded out, which is cool, but it's kind of hard to find a clean Evo. This car sucks. It's a hybrid. I don't like it. I don't really like putting cars in the F category, but no. Okay. This car is overrated. People are spending like $25,000 on it just because it was in an anime. It's literally just a Corolla. It's literally just a piece of shit. Most of them are probably just shit boxes nowadays. The only reason why it doesn't get an F is because it's a Toyota. I don't even know about that. Just because it's a cool drift car, I guess, at least. It's kind of cool. Still, it looks like a dumb piece of shit. I don't know. I was going to make this one an A, but it's got a rotary in it. And you have to, if you want to actually make it a reliable car to drive around, you got to swap it. And that's a whole nother process. However, the shell of the car looks beautiful. This car is probably the most beautiful looking JDM car. I'm willing to accept or argue with someone about that. But the FD is just such an incredible car. And I'm sure some people like the rotary. But the rotary just brings it down that notch, okay? Integra, it's a good ship. I don't like the JDM front end. I like the USDM front end. But good first car. Great first car. Yeah, we're going to make the S15 in A tier. I love the look of this car. I just wish so many people would stop destroying these. Well, a lot of them are rare. I mean, it's kind of impossible to find some of these in the US, actually. But I've seen some of them around, actually. But they are just some of the most beautiful JDM, just JDM cars, okay? I don't know much about them. Yeah, they got the SR20, great engine, good four-banger. But, awesome car. And so many things to make it look good. Even leaving it stock makes it still look good. Miata. It goes past the C because Miatas are starting to become more rare. They're starting to become more appreciated. And I actually kind of do turn my head a little bit, but not like an insane amount. And also Miatas are incredible platforms for literally anything. You can turn them in. You can lift them. Heck, I wouldn't do that, but drift car, street build, track build, autocross, whatever you want, Miatas are there. Miatas are there, okay? Just incredible cars. The first generation NSX. It doesn't quite get the A tier because it's kind of lame. It was supposed to be a supercar. Um, but I mean, they're just a little V6. Still a great car. It gets a B because it is basically Honda making a supercar, so it's a reliable supercar, and it's a JDM legend. But I don't think they're super tunable since there's no turbo or anything like that. I'm sure there's plenty of aftermarket things, but yeah, they look great too. The rears of them look a little odd, so, but still a JDM legend and an icon. This is a fucking piece of shit. This is literally just another 80. This is like the 11, whatever the fuck it is. It's probably from another anime. I think I know someone who has this. Cool, but it's just a Corolla. It's just a piece of shit, and it's a notch below that. These are good ships, okay? A lot of people give them hate, but I mean, people need to change the color schemes up on these. I hate seeing so many of them that are like just the same, like blue color, the same like white color on these WRXs. Like, have some more fun with them. I mean, they just look so basic when you don't change up the color scheme or just the spec on them. You know what I mean? But great ships, great cars, great cool cars. A lot of things you can do with them. Good dailies because they have 4 doors. But I mean, I would like to see them bump up the horsepower a lot more. Like, I want to see one come stock with, like, you know, nearing 400 horsepower. That'd be awesome. Something that would rival Mustangs or Camaros or something like that. A lot of people say this car, fuck it. We're gonna put it in the Supra tier because it starts with an S. It's a Supra. People are gonna be like, it's overrated, it's overrated, it's overrated, it's overrated. But I mean, it follows the hype. I've never seen one of these out in the wild, but people go insane. Non-car people, anybody, you know who this is, you know what this is. 2JZ spits like 10 times as many flames as the R34 and is so much more reliable. It does it every way better than the R34. I know the R34 is all-wheel drive, right? Maybe I'm insane, but it is all-wheel drive. No. Yeah, this one's all-wheel drive. This one is all-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure. They have a good system, I know, so I'm sure that's where it beats it. But, you guys are like, how could you put the R35 in the C tier? Because it's overrated. It's way too much overrated. Like, this one is overrated, but it still can live up. This is a dated old car. You know, I kind of feel like bringing it up there, but it just doesn't have that JDM iconicness either. It just kind of is a dumb supercar. Celica D. Nobody really cares about these. They are very popular rally cars. Very popular rally cars. But other than that, they're just irrelevant. So it just gets a D. Probably reliable cars, you know, Toyota. Probably not terrible builds. It's a little bit rare. So kind of cool, but really, nobody gives a fuck about them. And then this piece of shit gets an E tier because it's a fucking Mitsubishi Galant GTO or whatever. So irrelevant. Like, what is this car? What is the point of this car, and why is it on this list? It is the most irrelevant JDM car. Like, we had every JDM car that's kind of known and common, and then yeah. Also, I kind of wish they had like other Honda Civics, not just the CRX, but like the EK hatch or the EG hatch. Both of those are really cool, and I kind of would like to put them in the tier list. But yeah, let me know what you think. Come on, guys. The Supra is just the ultimate car. I mean, is that a Supra? I mean, that car is just looks good. It does everything. It does literally everything. Okay. If this car were legal, maybe it'd be up here. Maybe it'd be up here. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment. Just leave a comment below. If you're mad at me or you like this list or whatever, leave a comment and I'll go reply to you. This has been it.